Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here tonight not with a vlog. I'm going to do this video because I feel like this video is needed. I recently received a message from someone on one of my videos that I done earlier this year, and you guys know that I do talk a lot about relationships and where I am with relationships and my thoughts on relationships and let me just be clear with that, how I choose to conduct myself in a relationship, or what I look for in a relationship. I do a lot of videos on that because I receive a lot of emails about my life, because there are a lot of single people out there in the world, and a lot of women are curious as to how I live being a single woman, and because a lot of people are going through some of the things that I've gone through. Now, because I'm a middle-aged woman, I feel that I have a lot of wisdom, a lot to share in that area of how I will repeat again, how I choose to handle myself when it comes to relationships. So I'm going to let you guys know up top that this video is not going to be for everybody. A lot of people are not going to be interested in this video. This video is going to probably be mainly talking to people who are single, people who are struggling with making decisions when it comes to dating, or people who have not been in a relationship for a long time. This video is for you. So this is your opportunity, my faithful subscribers and followers. If you want to sign off now, that's your time to do it. I just wanted to put that out there up top. I'm just wanting to make sure that you understand what this video is about. And also that I'm going to try to keep this video under 10 minutes, because I know sometimes I can get very long-winded when I talk about something that I'm passionate about. The reason why I wanted to do this particular video is because I had a gentleman, we're going to call him a gentleman just out of respect, that decided he wanted to comment on one of my videos. And here is one of the things I don't like about people who abuse these platforms where you can have a healthy and respectable debate. It is okay for people to disagree with you. It is okay for people to have differing opinions about how they choose to do things in their life. But when you get on someone else's channel or page, be it social media or here on YouTube, and you be blatantly disrespectful, then that's the time when you have to be told that you're being disrespectful. So I'm getting on this channel tonight to discuss that, because I'm a very mild-mannered type of person. I try to be as uplifting and encouraging as possible. But there is such a thing as times when you have to stand up for yourself. You have to speak your mind. You have to tell people, when they're wrong and they're out of line, and you have to check them, as the young people will say. So that is what I'm doing today, because I was very, I won't say I was angry, but it just made me realize that sometimes when your mild-manneredness comes off to people as a weakness, then you have to let them see who you are, and that I handle myself very well. I've been around for quite a minute. I've experienced a lot of things, and I take care of myself. So I'm doing that today. I just wanted to actually clear up some things. I want everyone to understand that when I receive questions and people ask me about how I choose to live my life and why am I living single, or why haven't I gotten in a relationship, I share those things because I want to. I don't do that because I have to. I do it because I care about women. I care about choices that women make in life, and therefore I try to share that knowledge to give people options, not to tell anyone how to live their life, but to actually share my choices and the things that I do. Now, I'm going to put it out there that I am a very spiritual woman. I believe in God, our God Almighty, the God that is talked about in the Holy Bible. I believe in Him. I believe that God sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to die for us, to save us and give us salvation. I believe that. So therefore, those pages, that book is how I live my life. I try to read that Bible and apply it to my life, to be able to live, to be able to thrive, and to be able to love people unconditionally, even when sometimes it's hard to love people when they're being evil. But we have to try to do that. Now, if you choose not to believe in God or believe in the Bible, or you feel like that Bible is not what you follow, or that is incorrect, or it's been altered in some way, because there are a lot of people who believe that, then this is not the channel for you. And it's probably best that you follow another channel, because I will talk about God quite a bit on my channel, because I love him, because he protects me, he is there for me, he takes care of me, he has been so awesome to me. So he will always be brought up in things that I do, because I try to include him in everything that I do. So for those that don't choose to believe that way, that's fine. So this particular gentleman decided he wanted to get on and make some negative statements about me using the Bible as I guess as a guide to how I live my life, and that the information or the advice, because I won't say it was advice, but I was actually sharing my life, but we're going to say advice that I was giving to young ladies, or just women in general, was wrong, because it had to do with God and, you know, and the spirit and what I believe. That was fine for him to share his opinion on that. But when he became negative is when he started talking about people being overbearing personalities, and, you know, making statements as to what type of women we are, not even knowing us, you know, and that's when I crossed the line. I am all for a healthy debate. I love them, actually. I welcome them, because it gives me an opportunity to share my beliefs. It gives me an opportunity to converse with someone, and we can have a healthy conversation about things, and we can learn from each other. That's what makes this world go round. So I have no problem with doing that. But when you come at me in a negative way, that's when it's time for me to stand up and let you know that that's wrong. Now, I started to delete this gentleman's comments, but I didn't, because I wanted other women to read it. I wanted other women to be able to chime in, and one particular lady did. And she pretty much told him that the way that I choose to live my life is mine. Now, I asked myself, why was this gentleman so upset with the way I choose to live my life? Now, one point I want to make is that he told me he watched my very first video when I talked about dating after 40, which I did I actually did that video in 2013, but I think he viewed it in 2014, and he thought it was absurd. Now, here's the point I'm making about that. This particular gentleman has been watching my relationship videos since 2013, or, well, excuse me, 2014. We're talking about 3 years you've been watching my videos, because I have about 3 videos out there that talks about relationships. And either you're intrigued by them, or you're annoyed by them, or it's just bothering you so bad that you decided you wanted to watch them for 3 years. And then this particular time you decided you wanted to do a rant on my page about it. So annoyed by it. Now, mind you, he had some type of cartoon character or some type of crazy picture as his picture, because I wanted to, what I do when I talk to people a lot of times, when I converse with them, or people connect with me on YouTube, a lot of times I'll go find their page and I'll try to read a bio to see what type of person I'm talking about, to learn more about them before I do a conversation. So I go and I try to find him, and he has this crazy picture out there. So while we're having this dialogue, because it's like, you know, days and maybe a week in between responses, he decides to change his picture to whomever, if it was him, or I don't know if it was just some other random man. Now, here's the thing that I found very funny about that particular situation, is because I thought maybe he was changing his picture because he thought that the women that would respond, or either me, myself, would see his photo and be like, wow, you know, have some type of reaction to this gentleman that was posting, you know, or responding to my post. And I really feel that that's what it was. He was trying to get attention to himself, thinking that single women from my page would be attracted to him and respond to him in some way, or try to notify him in some type of way that we wanted to communicate. And I thought that was just a really, I'm not going to name call on here, but it was a very low way of trying to connect with people. And so when he did not get the responses that he thought he was going to get, he decided to change the picture back. And so it didn't, whatever he was trying to do just did not work out. And so at the end of the day, he decided to delete the entire feed of the comments that were going back and forth between he and I, and then this one other particular lady. And I want to thank her. I didn't get a chance to actually get her name, because when he deleted the feed on that particular video, it deleted her comment. So I did not get an opportunity to see what she actually who she was, so that I could actually respond and just thank her for her comments, because I do appreciate people who decide to comment and share their thoughts and views and stand up for what's right, because we as individuals have an opportunity to live our lives in the way that we choose. Even though there are people out there that don't believe in God, never disrespect people who don't believe in God. That is an individual choice. My job is to share what I believe, what I love with the world. And everyone has that right to do it. But in doing so, you should respect everyone's thoughts, everyone's beliefs, everyone's opinions. That is what we are supposed to do. And when you choose to come on my page and be disrespectful and to be derogatory toward me or any of my followers or anybody that subscribes to me, that's when you're going to get checked. I'm going to let you know how wrong you are. So Mr. Sand and Sable, if you are still here, stable and saying what, I don't even remember exactly what his name was. It's something like that. If you're looking at this particular video, since you've been watching my video since 2014, dealing with relationships, this message is for you. I put my personal email in every video that I leave, and you're welcome to send me a personal email if you want to converse about this further, and we can share our thoughts and views on it, remembering to be respectful to me, respectful to anyone that, if you decide to come in on this particular video, because I will not be deleting this video, disabling the comments, disabling the likes. You can put whatever you want to put on there. But I wanted to open this up because YouTube can be a place where people feel that they can be disrespectful at any given time. If I was being paid to do these videos, I probably wouldn't even care, because you know what? That paper would be coming on in. Like a lot of these larger YouTubers, they're not worrying about it, but I have an opportunity, because I don't have 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 comments. I have an opportunity at some point throughout the month, it's not every week, to go back and try to read and respond to things that people say. And I was very offended by that person deciding that they wanted to be overbearing on their comments. So I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you and to tell all my followers that I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the ones who comment, and I appreciate the ones who decide that they don't like the content that I share, and they either not watch my videos anymore or they decide to follow me. That is the way we do it. It's a lot of things that I watch on YouTube. There's a lot of people that I follow, and every time I see something that I don't like, I don't feel the need to be ugly about it. If I disagree, I feel like I can share my thoughts and be a respectful person, because we're supposed to be able to have an adult debate, respectful adult debate, without degrading people, without putting people down, name calling, or any of that. So just know that when you come to Lock Life 55, come correct. Because if you don't, we can delete you and we can block you, and you would have to continue to create YouTube channels to be able to comment or dislike or whatever you choose to do. Because on this page, it is all about respect. That is one of the main things that I talk about: being respectful, respecting others, showing love. That is what we do on this particular channel. So I wanted to share that. I wanted to send that out to all of my followers. Thank you guys for what you say, the comments you do. Everybody has not always liked the things that I've done. When I was doing reviews, I used to have wigs that I do. People would dislike them. People would tell me they didn't like certain things, and that was all fine. But guess what? It was done. It was done in the art of respect. And that's what we have to have done on this particular channel. It is too much disrespect in this world. It's too much evilness in this world. And I can control this little bit of my world here, and I'm gonna do that. So thank you guys for viewing this video. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and I would love to respond to you. Thanks again. You all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you soon. peace and love always.